My mom gave me to her boyfriend. During my childhood, my mom always seemed to have a new stream of boyfriends, and I never liked them. They came too fast and were gone too quick. I never knew my dad, just knew he didn't want me. So from a young age, I developed a strained connection with any man that came into my life. When I was about 6 years old, my mom introduced me to her new boyfriend. He was quiet but nice, and never told me what to do or tried to take on the parent role like the others. Surprisingly, months passed, and he remained a constant presence in our lives without attempting to parent me. Then one night, I heard raised voices. I was used to the yelling due to my mom's previous behavior, as this happened to be a regular occurrence. I didn't realize until later that my mom was the problem in her relationships, or at least equally at fault. So imagine my surprise when my door burst open, and in walked my mother, with her boyfriend not far behind. I still remember the way she grabbed my upper arm before forcefully pushing me to her boyfriend, saying, "Here, take her. I never wanted a child anyway. Now let's call her boyfriend Ray." I could tell Ray was pissed, and I was scared because I'd never seen a man that angry before. At that point, I was sobbing because I was a kid and scared. I had no idea what they were fighting about, and things escalated quickly after that. My mom started going around my room and filling a duffel bag and a backpack with my clothes before hurling them at Ray. Ray saw that I was crying and started to silently pace back and forth instead of yelling back at her. She started screaming at us to get out, and I was still bawling. I even tried to walk to her, but she just pushed me back. I remember being so hurt and confused as to why she wouldn't hug me before Ray picked me up and scooped my bags off the floor. My mom continued to shout at us. She even started pushing us to move faster. As soon as we stepped outside, she threw a folder at us and said, "That's her birth certificate. Have a nice life," before slamming the door and leaving me in the arms of a man I barely knew. We stood there in silence, my crying getting louder, before he looked at me and smiled, saying, "Everything's cool, and you're gonna be okay." He put me in the passenger seat of his massive truck and threw my bags in the back before turning to me and asking, "Do you want to go get ice cream?" Now, 13 years later, he's the best father I could ask for, and I never saw my mom again. I know who she is and where I can find her, but I don't want to. She abandoned her child, and I'll never forgive her for that. Whereas my dad has been there for every second of my life since we were kicked out all those years ago.